All right, I got the notification.
All right, so we good.
Yep.
All right, hey, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, before we get started, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
How?
Hashem,
Hashem.
Yahushai,
Yahusha.
Hashem,
Hashem
Chakadash.
Kakadash.
All right, double honors be unto the apostles and the elders. A great millstone, prove well, peace, much love, and salutations to those who elect. All right, GMS National Camp coming at you with another quick lesson to the Supreme Power. How about you, Shalom? Elect. All right, as you can see, the title says this is happening soon. Okay, and this is in reference to this video that the brother sent Brother Kayal said earlier. Title this is Tulsi Gabbard issues warning about potential war with Russia. Now unless the brother wants to, we're not gonna and you see the reply, so call you but unless the brother wants to, we're not gonna really play it. Number one, for copyright reasons, because Esau be on that shit. But you see the title, so Lord will you can look it up yourself. And if I remember, I'll post it in the description box. But see, I'll let the brother go ahead and go. If you got a point to make, it then we can open up with that scripture. Because it's like if I'm made real quick, as you can see, the video is just going into, all right, like I said, it's a potential war of Russia, between Russia and Ukraine, and ultimately you're gonna have other allies, get involved, just like you do with any war that's happened in the past. You know what I'm saying? Essentially, if you fuck with my little brother, then I gotta, fuck with you and vice versa. So, that's how I was looking at, that's how I was looking. And throughout this video, she was mainly pushing the fact about how, they have nukes, and this is going to be essentially detrimental and grievous, okay, in a dire situation for not only Russians and Ukrainians, but it's you damn Americans, man. All right, but you got it though, bro.
Okay, Khan, yeah. So yeah, when you actually, as your brother was going into, if you actually listen to the video and just listen to what she was actually saying about how Russia has thousands of nukes at the United States and vice versa, the United States has thousands of nukes pointing at them. And then she gave a nice, vivid description. It just, when I heard it, and it went right back to the scriptures. That's why I'm going to start out with Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague. Let's talk about that nuclear destruction. She described this plague right here in this video, wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. She talked about people flesh consuming away when you look at that video. So I'm like, yo, my ears perked up when I was listening to the video.
You're right.
Like, whoa. She just to say that people was dying, she linked it with the nuclear destruction. That's what got me hyped. So she not only she named two key components of World War III that's prophesied in the Bible, but she also put them on the side of having nuclear destruction and saying that it's going to affect the people as well. And I'm gonna finish the scripture. And their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away, and their holes and their tongues shall consume away in their mouth. So I was like, man, we got to do a video on this because this is actually what's in the scripture. That's the reason why the Lord set up prophets to I think it's in Habakkuk, stand upon thy watch. So we got to be watching what's going on in the real world and see if it coincides with the scriptures. So when we see some of the news that's happening in the scriptures, and if we able to filter it through the scriptures, we we understand that, hey, this is what the Lord was talking about. See what I'm saying? So when we see videos like this, or we see articles that actually relates to the scriptures, we know that, hey, and this is what the Lord was actually telling us to prophesy about. See what I'm saying? You got it.
All right. Let me see if I can get this real quick. Just to land back off what you just said, let me share it. Let me add that back. This is Second Ezra chapter 9, starting at the top. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And that's what's that's what's going on right now, man. This is that time where the Most High, Yahweh Shemashah, is beginning to visit this earth. Okay, when the scriptures say about I think it's Amos, her sins are reaching to the heavens. Okay, mainly speaking about the sins of America. All right, you people are witnessing the end of the end, man. Okay, the end of your kingdom, of Esau Edom's kingdom, and the way that's going, the thing that's going to cap it all off is what she was speaking about, that nuclear destruction. For her to say, talking about bones melting away or flesh melting away, that's a whole scripture, man. It's a whole script. So it's only it's coming out. That was 2 days ago. So spirit that is coming out. So it's letting people know, hey, it's only a matter of time, man. This is happening soon. Okay, these things are coming, man. All right, you got a precept?
Yeah, I got Isaiah 9:5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. So, and garments rolled in blood. So it's going about talking about like in the ancient world, people, they did hand to hand, grunt,
Combat. Yeah.
shields and spears, but
Mm-hmm.
but the scripture said, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So hey, ain't nobody gonna be out there doing no hand to hand combat. It's just gonna drop the nukes. Hey, as Outkast had that song "Bonds Over Baghdad." Hey, they gonna be letting them things fly. We going to this third world war. So hey, if you out there, with the AK-47, shit, they ain't got nothing on no nuke.
There's no reason, at this point, as far as Esau has gotten with his technology, there's no point to continue to fight, as in back in ancient days. See, Esau, his whole thing is all about progression, making things easier and making it more what's the word? Convenient. Okay. So it's more convenient, for me to save. Not only, then on top of it, we dealing with Esau, so we know how money hungry he is. You got to think about, you got to pay 100. You can pay 100,000 soldiers, however much money, or you could pay this amount of money just to launch 5 nukes. It's easy. It's easy now for these niggas. Then on top of that, firepower is way greater, man. You're gonna cover a more vast region. Okay. And this is why the scriptures speak about these things. But she was talking about the US got missiles aimed at Russia, Russia got missiles aimed at US. Because I think it's called MAD for the US.
Yeah.
Mutually assist what is it? Mutually
assured destruction.
Yeah, mutually assured destruction. So and whatever they shoot over here, they gonna shoot the same amount, if not more. But that's not gonna work for them. That's not gonna work for America. That's why you're gonna have that destruction in other countries, but that's not gonna be an equal amount because the scriptures say Jeremiah 15. I'm gonna start at 13. Or Jeremiah 50 and 13. Because of the wrath of the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, it shall not be inhabited. It shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Okay, everybody that has missiles. Okay, which I'm gonna get a precept for that real quick. Joel chapter 3, and let me see, I just had it. Starting at verse 9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshares and the swords, and your pruning hooks and the spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. You got countries that used to not have nuclear missile capabilities, now they do,
Mm-hmm.
with the assistance of certain allies. So that's why going back to this, Jeremiah 50 and 14, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord. Okay, so this is the reason why America, or as you people know America, but in the scriptures is Babylon the Great. This is the reason why Babylon is going to be destroyed, utterly by that them 200 million nuclear warheads,
Okay.
because she have sinned against the Most High. You got it up.
Okay. Because the scripture says, "Shoot it." I think it says, "Spare no hours." Because see,
Yeah.
Esau has these different systems set up to intercept missiles. Because when I was in the Navy, they had a special system called CWIS. It's called Close-in Weapon System. So the acronym was CWIS. So if a missile or some type of projectile was shot at the ship, what it would do, it wouldn't try to actually shoot down the actual target. It would paint like a window pane. So it would catch it in the neck. So it'll shoot like 5,000 rounds like per second. And
Yeah.
it would just shoot like a window pane. So whatever is coming at the ship, it would just be caught in a net of bullets. But that's not gonna work for the for these nuclear missiles gonna come, because the Lord is gonna be guiding these. So nobody ain't gonna have no CWIS, no other kind of system, no other kind of counter missile system that can detect these things, because the Lord's Spirit is gonna be guiding these. So he's not gonna have any kind of protection set up to thwart these different missiles, projectiles that's actually coming here, because they're not going to miss their target. So he ain't going to
Mhm.
put up this little system and say, you know what, I'm going to stop 60% of them. Nope. Every last one that shot is going to hit his actual target.
I think there's a scripture, if you can get that, about they shall not miss.
Okay.
I think it's Revelation. Um, and what is it? I think it's in Revelation. This is something else. Real quick, got a precept.
Okay.
Second Ezra chapter 16, starting at verse 7. I'm gonna jump down. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. And as the brother is saying, through the spirit of Yahweh Shemashah, these missiles are going to be sent, as the scripture said in Jeremiah 50, when it says, spare no arrows. All right, these arrows, these missiles, hey, the Most High is putting a spirit on these other nations to shoot all that you got, or all that they have at Babylon the Great, And so, hey, that's what I say. Can you turn, may one turn again the arrow that is shot with strong archer? And then I'm gonna jump down. You can read this, but I'm not gonna get into it. You can read it yourselves. I'm gonna jump down. Verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. And I think that was a scripture that I was just referring to.
Okay. Yeah, that was
Um, okay, God. But that's it. That's the spirit. It shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. So all these countries, for the Lord to put the spirit on all these nations to aim their missiles at America, at America or Babylon the Great, even if we know it's not going to happen, but even if one was to miss, it's not gonna matter, because you still have every other single nation going against you. America is essentially going to be jumped, by these ICBM nuclear missiles, and there's not going to be any type of thing that they can do to help themselves, man. Which is why they're going to be utterly destroyed. Okay, you got something?
Yeah, I guess on the back you up about how America is gonna be totally destroyed. When you go into Revelation 11 and 13, and the same hour was there a great earthquake. And that just proves, how Christians talk about a rapture. Well, there is gonna be a catching away, but what they did say like, hey, you're gonna be raptured off, you're gonna be gone, and then 7 years of tribulation. Well, this scripture right here debunks that because it says, and the same hour. It didn't say anything about 7 years later. It said,
Right.
it said the same hour.
Yeah.
So it's almost simultaneously. Like so.
Yeah.
So in the same hour was there a great earthquake. Let's talk about the nuclear missiles hit the earth, and the 10th part of the city fell. So when you go into it, they get what's called you got the zip codes go from 0 to 9, depending on where you at. So that's the extra 10 parts. Like our zip code is 3 here. When I was in Virginia, I want to say we was in a zip code was like 2. So from 0 to 9, and then you got what in Los Angeles, everybody know about the Beverly Hills 90210. They have like 9 out there. So
Yeah.
the way the zip code is from 0 to 9, it's 10 FEMA zone. That's why I said in the 10th part of the city fell. I mean, everything in America is going to be destroyed. And and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. That's talking about a complete number because 7 is going into completion. So it says, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the Most High of heaven. So if the remnant were affrighted, they seen all the destruction happen, but they was taken away at the last minute, showing you they seen everything as the destruction was happening, but they was taken away literally at the nick of time. That's why the remnant were afraid. Shit, 22, that's 7,000. Hey, if you ain't taken out of the way, you're gonna be part of that 7,000 men. That destruction. What she was talking about, that flesh consuming away, guess what? That will be your lot to be part of the 7,000 with your flesh consuming away. While the remnant is going up, hey, you gonna be in that lake of everybody talking about something, telling somebody to go to hell. But guess what? You be part of that going to hell at that point in time. You be part of that.
Did you finish that out?
Yeah, that was it for Revelation 11 and 13.
Hey, read verse 14, Robert.
Okay, come on. And the Revelation 11 and 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Right, and with that third woe is going to be, that's speaking on World War III, and as a scripture that the brother brought up, saying that's not going to be a war that's fought like they used to be, dropping people off by, helicopters and tanks and things like that, shooting, going around shooting niggas. It's not going to be anything like that, man. It's just going to be strictly nukes, strictly ICBM nuclear warfare, man. There's a quote by one dude. He was like, if there was to be like I think he said like a World War 4 or 5, it would be fought with sticks and stones, because this next war is going to completely eradicate everything, man. It's getting rid of the number one power structure of the earth. It's really America, Babylon the Great. All right, and even then everything else is gonna be completely done away with. All right, I'm gonna get this Malachi 4. Salaki, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up. Going to what Miss Toast, Big Toasty was saying. You know what I'm saying? Um, let me see. Saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. There's not going to be anything left once this goes down. And is and and she there was one part, when she said if this does happen, it's not really well, she said if it does happen, then it's no longer a question of if, it's a question of when. But there's no if factor in this. You see, this is happening through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashah. The Most High is going to make sure that this happens. She spoke about Biden trying to, keep peace and all these other things. That nigga not gonna be able to do anything. I'm gonna get a scripture on that real quick. But you can say something if you want, bro, real quick. I can get this.
Yeah, the beautiful thing about scripture, when you go into it, shall leave neither root nor branch. Yeah, that's going to you damn Edomites. You ain't gonna have no root nor branch, because you gonna be over down 118. You're not gonna have the root and the branch is all gonna be gone. See what I'm saying? After that 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, you're not gonna have a root or a branch. And I want to read the second verse of Malachi 4:2. I got it. But unto you that fear my name, but unto you that fear my name, shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. It's going to Yahushua, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. So yeah, the kingdom of heaven, you're gonna grow up as calves of the stall. So I'm saying, but for 2/3 of the nation of Israel that want to be joined to this damn Edomite, guess what? You gonna face that nuclear destruction. See what I'm saying? And so you ultimately you have to come back in the kingdom of heaven, but for the elect that actually get beamed up, you're gonna grow up. See what I'm saying? Because you gotta think about it. If you have a little one and they're part of elect, they're gonna grow up in the kingdom of heaven. See what I'm saying? But for 2/3 that wanna trust in this man, what Dr. Fauci trusts in science, guess what? You trust in his science and you want to be joined to him. I want to say it's in Revelation, the false prophet is going to deceive them and taking the mark of the beast ultimately. So you're gonna, just like that little clip where they had that video that the Brotherhood was circulating. You had that one Edomite pastor. He was reading Romans 13. He's gonna deceive you into taking the chip. He's gonna read a scripture that sounds right where it is correct, but he's using it out of context. So if he reads you Romans 13 and say obey the powers that be and go get the chip, and your dumb ass walk down there and go get it, guess what? You're gonna get destroyed because that false prophet deceive you into taking it. So now you like the heading of this video, this is happening soon. That will be your future to go ahead and taste that nuclear destruction.
I got a precept real quick. Okay. Romans chapter 9, verse 19. Which is going into and bring these out, going into what she said about Biden trying to go and make peace talks. There's nothing that he can do to stop this. Okay, I got two. Romans 9 and 19, thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who have resisted his will? Nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? And you are that vessel that was made unto dishonor. You know what I'm saying? And then not to mention, there's nothing that you could do to stop any of this. And that's what he's doing now. He's trying to. He's about to clip YouTube pretty soon. Brothers' channels are getting clipped left and right. I get a notification damn near every day about a brother new channel being put up. The famine's coming. We see the destruction coming. And he's trying to do everything in his power to extend his kingdom. And Revelation 12 and 12, speed things up. Actually start showing his horns because he's trying to get this NWO, going. But I'm gonna get this Second Corinthians 13 and 8. For we can do nothing against the truth before the truth. So at the end of the day, there's nothing that you can do. You know what I'm saying? As far as slowing down and stopping the will of Yahweh Shem Shai. And especially as far as furthering your doctrine. Your doctrine, you only get that, you get the mindset to go and do all these wicked ass things, because you're in subjection to Yahweh Shem Shai. You're just being used to fulfill prophecy. That's your only role. Your role isn't to stop World War III from happening. Your role is to make World War III happen. So we can get the hell out here. You can't change that. You can't go about and give out recommendations. It's done. It's right for that, man. You got it, bro.
Yeah, I hit that. I want to put a precept that I was going into Revelation 19 and 20, and the beast was taken, going into the whole beast system, NATO and EU. So it says, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet is going into the Roman Catholic Church and all this sister church because they all come from it. So it says, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet. So you got the beast system along with the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast. So they're going to deceive people in order to take it. See what I'm saying? And them that worship his image, these both were cast alive until a lake of fire burning with brimstone. So ultimately, if you go into church right now, hey, good for you. Ultimately, that damn pastor gonna deceive you into taking the mark of the beast, because the Lord got his prophets out here prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom, America, Babylon the Great. We're telling our people to come up out of these different churches. But hey, if the Lord don't put the spirit on them to come up out of that madness, guess what? That pastor of yours is going to deceive you into taking the mark of the beast. He's going to get up there, give you some smooth words and saying, hey, why you should take it. Because the scripture just said that the beast and the false prophet is going to deceive them into taking the mark of the beast. So, hey, daughter Yahweh Shem Shai, hey, we not caught up in this madness. So,
All right, precept real quick, going back to what you were saying. Matthew 15 and 14, let them alone. They be blind, leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall to the ditch. And that's why, we don't even, we still do, for the sake of defending the gospel, you know what I'm saying? We still do videos on you Christians and even you other camps, which are off doctrines. But at the end of the day, the scriptures say, let them alone. We're not going to do some extraordinary to try to get you into understanding. If you don't understand it, it's simply because the Most High has it to where you're not supposed to, and that's not up to our jurisdiction or our choice. So it is what it is. That's why you're destruct. Hey, it says both shall fall to the ditch. You're gonna fall into that lake of fire. You're gonna fall into that same destruction that Shawty was talking about. Tulsi. You know what I'm saying? This is going to happen, in the very near future, man. And which is why we push getting in the right spirit of Yahweh Shai and getting prepared for this, man. And when I say prepared, I mean spiritually prepared, not going to get in the bug out bag. There's nothing wrong with having, if you get some necessities and you store up a little bit of things, but the doomsday preppers, building bunkers and shit. That's carnality, man. It's not faith. You can have, a pack or two of some food or some shit like that and things like that. There's nothing wrong with that, but the way them niggas do it, that's not, it's a wrap, and that's not gonna help you.
Nope.
That's that's all I had. As far as if you have anything else.
That's all I had.
All right, well, hey, with that, we'll go ahead and close it out. All right, Lord willing, brothers edified, and you sincere sisters that may be watching and listening. All right, in subjection, before we close, giving all praise, honor, and glory. To Yahweh, by
Hashem,
Shad,
Bahasham, Kakadash.
all right, double honors once again to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth, the true leaders of Israel today, whether you receive it or not. Peace and much love and salutations to those who elect. And y'all brothers keep pushing and keep fighting this good fight of faith. Don't let no man take your crown. All right, with that, Shalom, Kwang Yasharala, Martha.
Shalom.